The Palestinians have nowhere to go. It's their fucking home, and they're bombing them from the skies. If you're not calling it a genocide, what the fuck are you calling it? Free, free.
Facts. Facts.
Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. Free, free.
So
Hey.
I love those kids. I love them.
But yeah, let's watch some bad Hasbara. If you guys don't know what Hasbara means, Hasbara is a word for explaining in Hebrew, I think. It's basically the word people use for like propaganda. So I just want to watch a few parts where they cover some of the Coachella stuff, because my Coachella video got blocked. Fuck you, Coachella, or whoever blocked it. I know it's a billionaire. You can't block these guys though. Fuck you. So let's watch some bad Hasbara. And they have some funny skits at the end.
more intense as Irish hip hop group Kneecap
My favorite.
fucking they showed up
Amazing.
and made their statement loud
love
and
Kneecap, bro.
clear, and people are unhappy about it. Here's
The
Kneecap.
Irish not so long ago were persecuted at the hands of the Brits, but we were never bombed from the fucking skies with nowhere to go. The Palestinians have nowhere to go. It's their fucking home, and they're bombing them from the skies. If you're not calling it a genocide, what the fuck are you calling it? Free, free.
Facts. Facts.
Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. Free, free.
So
Hey.
I love those
fucking
kids. I
cool.
love them.
They're badass. I
They're
did
so
not.
badass.
I don't know them. I had not
God.
heard of them, and now I'm like, oh well, I need to listen to some of this music.
No, not only is their
Right.
music fantastic and their lyrics, but their politics are absolutely on point, like 100%. And there's this feature film that they made that was up for an Oscar, and of course it didn't win because they're Kneecap.
Sure.
But it was one of the best films of last year.
Really, what was
Phenomenal.
it?
It's called Kneecap.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wait,
so it's not
Wow.
really a biopic.
I love this lady's earrings. She has communist hammer and sickle.
it's
That's awesome. She has communist hammer and sickle and a star earrings. That's so cool.
It's a feature film with but they play themselves, and it's kind of the origin story of how they became a band. And
it was
and-
nominated for an Oscar?
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
incredible.
I gotta watch that movie. I gotta watch that Kneecap movie. That sounds good.
It's totally incredible, and it's they've really kind of reignited the movement inside Ireland to repopularize the native language.
Ireland, the Irish, or is it Gaelic? Irish.
Of Irish.
Oh wow.
And so it's all about like
they rap
indigeneity
and they rap in Irish.
they rap in Irish.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's so badass.
Which
love
I
it
learned
so
when I
much.
was there. It's
Yeah.
actually it's inaccurate. It's incorrect to call it Gaelic. You call
Right.
it Irish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they call it Irish. Yeah. That is wild.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's fantastic.
I love it too because I don't know, but it's like I know occasional, like sometimes I'll hear a Chucky Garla or whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I know that one. And
I'm pretty sure that the guy in the band who wears the balaclava
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Taigeki. I'm pretty sure it's Taig.
You
Yeah.
think it's Tig?
Underneath there, I'm pretty sure it's Taig.
I would love it. I would love it if he took off
amazing.
the mask and it's Tig, and he's like, "Hello, everyone."
No, you can in the movie you can see who he really is.
Oh, cool.
He's an Irish language high school teacher. It's
Aw.
phenomenal.
I love it.
It's
I love
phenomenal.
it.
I love those guys. And then they brought Hassan Piker on stage.
That's right.
When was it
Yes.
Saturday? or
go.
whatever.
On Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Hassan Piker came out on stage, and they had, like a big display that came out where it said, "Fuck Israel, free Palestine." It said a bunch of other things too. Let's see.
So that was the final slide in a longer basically a longer argument, right?
Yes.
And of course, all the reactionaries, all the Zionists pounced on that last one.
Yes.
Which, fair enough, it's unapologetically hostile to Israel and Zionism.
Right.
You're
But
supposed to be mad.
But it's not like they just projected that. They actually made a case, and it meant something in the context of that case. So the full text is, Israel is committing genocide against the Palestinian people.
Yep.
It is being enabled by the U.S. government and who arm and fund Israel despite their war crimes.
Literally.
Fuck Israel, free Palestine. So it's basically a syllogism. It's
Literally.
like...
And
be it resolved that-
Hey, for my channel, if you're new to my channel, a big reason why I am really upset about the Israel topic, the Israel-Gaza conflict, not only is it because it's genocide and they're killing innocent people on both sides, people are dying, we got to end this war, but there is a genocide on one side happening. I know that October 7 happened, but like there is a genocide on one side happening, and that's the Palestinians being genocided. The reason why October 7 happened was because the Israelis, the government, keeps taking the land away from the Palestinians slowly through settlements. They had this little settlement system where they take settlements, and it's like, oh, because of terrorism, we're taking over this land because of terrorism. And then they steal the land, and then they build a settlement on it, and then, like, that's it. That's no longer Palestinian land ever, forever. So they had this way of stealing land. Then basically, the United Nations, back in the day, the United Nations told them, you cannot... They drew out a map of like an equally splitting of the land. It wasn't all that equal, but still, it was better than nothing. And like ever since then, the Israeli far-right fascist Nazi-ass government has been stealing land through settlements away from the Palestinians in the West Bank and in Gaza. So like that's why that's happening. And a big reason why I am pissed off with this whole conflict, on top of all that I just said, is like there was a vote to lift the sanctions on Cuba. There was a vote, on a United Nations vote to lift the sanctions on Cuba, the country of Cuba where I was born. They're starving, they're hungry, they can't trade with the world, there's an embargo. The reason why that's still in place is because Israel, along with America, keep voting down to lift the embargo on Cuba and the sanctions. And until the embargo on Cuba and the sanctions are lifted, I am not going to shut up about this topic. And Israel is one of the countries, one of the fascist, far-right pieces of shit countries that keep interfering with Cuba's liberation and Cuba's lifting of the embargo and sanctions. So we need to fix this Israel far-right America shit going on, because this is really bad. We are the bad guys. We are the bad guys now. Not Russia. I mean, Russia's bad, but we are Russia now. We're like Russia's fucking pet. We're all bad. I don't know if there's even a good country in the world, honestly. Everyone has ulterior motives and, you know, geopolitics and bullcrap. Ugh.
This, or like, if this, then therefore that. And it's true. Like, I'm sorry. Like, given that those first two sentences are true, the last two the last sentence is
completely valid.
It's the logical conclusion.
It follows.
It follows
perfectly. And people
but
are
of course,
mad about it.
Yeah, the way if you go
Only
back to that
people
tweet,
who think that genocide is a good thing are mad about it. Though.
Right. Of course.
For instance,
Fuck those people.
the National Review,
Right.
from whose article I just quoted that entire context, the way they frame it is Irish hip hop trio Kneecap projected an anti-Semitic message on stage at Coachella this weekend. It read, and everything we just read.
It's not anti-Semitic. They're projecting an far-right government message because Israel is run by a far-right government. They're projecting a anti-Israeli government message. Not because the government is run by Jewish people. We don't give a shit about that. We love Jewish people. I love Jewish people. I fucking hate Nazis. I hate fascism. I hate white supremacy. We love Jewish people. We just don't like the way their government of Israel, it's a far-right government, war crimes, there's war crimes charges on the leader of that government, Bibi Netanyahu. The International Criminal Court wants to arrest Bibi Netanyahu. So we're not criticizing Jews. This is a slander. This is slanderous shit that they're doing. Oh, they're anti-Semitic. No, we're not. We are criticizing war crimes and a bad government. That's it.
Yeah.
None of that is anti-Semitic.
No.
And it is, a perfectly reasonable, response to the previous two sentences.
And once again, what you're setting up is, for people who don't know what anti-Semitism really means, or sort of unsure how it's being used, if what you're telling them is this is an anti-Semitic message, what you're basically inviting them to do is to say, okay, well, I guess being anti-Semitic isn't so bad.
Right. I mean,
what you said about Miss Rachel, right? If
Or
you're gonna
being
make people...
Jewish means being able to enact a genocide.
Well,
Right.
even
And
worse.
that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
actual
Yeah,
anti-Semitism.
that's bad.
Right.
Correct.
I mean, that's what this conflation does over
Yeah.
and over again. Is it just, and
Yes.
you know, this is, we've repeated this. This is well-worn territory, but this is not good for the Jews. But of course, they don't give a shit about that. I mean, we all know it's all, you know, just bullshit. Oh yeah, this is Sharon Osbourne did a long tweet about how she's mad about this. And
Turns out she's half Ashkenazi Jewish on one side.
oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
And she's British, so she hates Kneecap.
Yeah,
For
she
two
hates
reasons.
the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
First of all, I hate the Irish people.
Exactly.
Let's see.
I'm a big fan of Ozzy Osbourne's writings about Zionism and colonialism, you know?
I can imagine.
You know, I just feel the Jews. They're kicked around everywhere, you know. These Arabs.
Sharon.
Let me skip forward a bit, because I just wanted to see the clip from Coachella and the article. So let's skip ahead a little bit. And let's skip right here.
Extreme culture in America is being radicalized. The cool, trendy behavior at music festivals and on college campuses now casually includes spreading hate against Jews. Last week at Coachella, a band that has an
that's not-
extensive history of glorifying terrorism
Pause real quick.
The voice of Hezbollah. These guys are trolls. These guys are trolling you. They're trolling you.
When she says this, she shows a tweet from Kneecap with a photo of the guy with the balaclava reading "Voice of Hezbollah," which is what does it say? A book, the statements of
Syed Nasrallah.
Syed Hassan.
And he's
Nasrallah.
reading it while lounging on a very comfortable looking green
With
room
like
couch, you know.
dad shoes on. Yeah, those are like like New Balance, like dad shoes. Yeah.
And he still has the balaclava on. I love that. Just imagining someone reading through it is so funny.
went on stage to demonize Israel. In addition, at Cornell University, it was just announced that another anti-Semitic performer will be platformed on their campus. This is someone who has said that Zionists are all evil, Zionists are the scum of the earth, and they should all go to hell. She refused to
Can we
condemn
clip that last part, please? I'd love
love
to
that.
have.
Yeah.
I'd love to have Noah Tishby's voice on the soundboard saying, Zionists are all evil, they are the scum of the earth, and they should all go to
Yes.
hell. I think we need that.
We're gonna add
Facts. Add that.
that to the soundboard. Yeah, I love.
We
this.
didn't say it. Noah Tishby said it.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, a Zionist said it. Let's skip forward a bit.
this.
Palestinian lives have always mattered. You were just never told so on TV. White folks love quote Martin Luther, because he held hands and prayed when they bombed his building.
For those listening, this is I assume British black guy, buff as shit, very nice like dreads, shirtless, and
Very sexy man.
just singing this fucking great song. Like, I don't know this band, but now I want to listen to Bob Vylan. This
Sort of a
is-
cross between Bad Brains and Death Grips.
Yeah, exactly.
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther. Oh, it's so fucking cool.
But the times have changed. And don't forget, white folks still killed him. I can do this all day.
Oh shit.
Ah, this is rad.
I just like look at
That's
that.
lit.
Those are
Yeah.
dreads and braids. God
Yeah.
damn. Just looking great, sounding great. I mean, as someone who loves Bad Brains and kind of loves that era of hardcore, I'm like, there's a new band. I don't even know about this. So very
Right.
cool.
The kids are doing great things.
The kids are doing
The
great.
kids are doing all right, but not all the kids. Some of these what are they? Gen A, Gen X, no, Gen Z. The newer Gen Z, like the newer crop of Gen Z, is fucked up. They're totally broken.
Things like it is
Andrew Tate generation. That's what I'm gonna call them. Andrew Tate,
very cool to see. It's very
the tater tot generation.
heartening to see that there's like, I don't know, this like undercurrent of kids who are just not going to put up with this bullshit, who are not going to believe any of this Hasbara that they're being fed to by cast members of NCIS, of their fucking grandmother's favorite show in the nursing home, you know?
These kids want nothing to do with Noah Tishby's counterculture. They want to be firmly part of the mainstream, trendy, cool thing.
Yeah, the
which
trendy
is to stand up for human rights.
That's right. The trendy, cool thing has always been, being for universal human rights, and that's why people are being deported because of it. But yeah,
no risk involved whatsoever.
None. Why would there be? But there was, and of course the big one that happened that kind of like, I feel like was the beginning of all this was seeing Green Day, the headliner of one of the nights, changing one of their lyrics to, actually talk about Palestine. And what people didn't notice that it was like, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Green Day did a few songs about Palestine. In fact, all of their headliners talked about Palestine.
Hey.
I don't know why it hasn't been spread all over the internet, but it's like they all said something, and I think it's just very important for us to play that so that people know how pro-Palestine they were at Coachella. So here is this is Green Day doing one of their songs. Do you have the time to free Palestine? I do fully support October 7th. Now, saying you fully support October 7th, I was like, wow.
That's so fucking funny, bro. Imagine if he actually made a song like
That's a
that,
bit
though.
extreme for Green Day. But they did more. They didn't stop there. They had another song they did.
He would be canceled so quick.
78 years have come and passed. You know we all support Hamas. Wake me up when Israel ends.
Wow.
Light us up.
Again,
It's my favorite song.
I mean, Wake Me Up When September Ends is about something completely different, but they changed the lyrics to it. Even Lady Gaga got in the mix with some pretty, I don't know, some pretty wild, radical stuff.
What did Lady Gaga?
Love Yas and war, see to the river, Gaza to Ramallah, want to be Hamas. Love Yas and war, see to, I want to be, see to the river, Gaza to Ramallah, want to be Hamas. Love Yas and war, see to.
Truly, a lot of. I mean, this is
She's come a long way.
Lady Gaga.
It's crazy how now people are going from like free Palestine to just straight up Hamas.
Yeah.
People are just pro Hamas
Love to
here.
see it.
Even Post Malone got in the mix. One of the other headliners, more like Post Watermelon, because the watermelon emoji. You get it.
I got it when you said it out loud.
That's a 3.5.
Okay, well, we're doing our best here. Here is Post Malone singing, some pretty crazy stuff.
Even if we gotta tunnel underground, we are not scared of you for long. There will be no more Israel. A famous pop star Post Malone. Zionism needs to go. And you'll be left in.
So, I mean, obviously,
Good.
Even if we got.
some pretty crazy stuff.
Oh my God.
Even if we gotta tunnel underground, we are not scared of you for long. There will be no more Israel. A famous pop star Post Malone. Zionism needs to go. And you'll be left in.
So, I mean, obviously,
Good.
I don't support. I mean, I do not support
That is so fucking
radicalism.
good.
I'm a pro-peace guy. I support only peace. But I mean, these are pretty good songs. And finally,
Making a
Missy,
good case.
Miss Elliott. Miss Soul Elliott.
Yeah, our guest doesn't seem to have any objections to any of these lyrics.
Yeah, well, she works for the electronic murder of Jews for no reason.
The electronic murder Jews for no reason.
And finally, Missy Elliott, she did it a little bit like under the radar. She put her thing down, flipped it, and reversed it, and it was a secret message.
I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
We must bring down the Zionist entity. We must bring down the Zionist entity.
If you got a big, let me.
Now, listen, I did not know all of these artists were so pro-Hamas. I truly didn't. I truly didn't.
Incredible. I'm glad that people are able to like really freely express themselves finally.
I mean, that's the point of music, right? The point of music is so that you as an individual can let your own perspective shine, you know? And I think that for a long time in the music industry, people have not been comfortable being so pro Hamas. But now the floodgates are open, baby. Everyone out here loving Yahya Sinwar, you know? It's just crazy out there. It's crazy. I'm going to be real with you. If you listen to the very end of this episode, on the audio version, probably yelling at Ben-Gvir.
Someone's yelling at Ben-Gvir in the airport when he visited America.
She shouted, "Racist, racist. You don't care about the hostages. You don't care about the children in Gaza." And I just want to show him getting yelled at. Ben-Gvir. I love that he can't go anywhere without getting
He's a mega racist, fascist piece of shit.
Yelled at. It makes me feel good. And you know, it's like,
and he's waving it off like, no autographs, please.
Yeah. No, please. I told TMZ I'm with my family.
I'm married, ma'am.
yes.
Damn. All right, y'all. Well, that was this show. Let's check out Boy Boy.
In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom